EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Bengals of Houston taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
1-1, ready?
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. Jamar Chase. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Here we go, here we go.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
on gun. Stop. 11, Thomas.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
Eleven. Stop.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Walker with another carry, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and 8. Here's Young from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Come on, set. Needle. Ready.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
17.
A give for Walker running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Now Young. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
52. Black Olsen. Yellow.
Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hand cycle, red, yellow. Red, cycle. Cut.
Looking to throw, Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Okay, right.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Bradford, six.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
11 Thomas.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. God.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the minds, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
52 Blaster. Right through.
To throw on second down is Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Right, 60. Blue striker. Claws red. Ready, ready.
Now Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. There's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
11, 12, 12, 12.
On second down, here's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Burrow changing things up here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Third down, Young from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Teal, black. Drill, green.
Now Young on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
11.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 1, ready?
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Come on, 38. Ready.
First and 10, Young. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a second down throw for Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Young looks to throw on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
52 blaster. Ready.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Claw, 10. Steal. Check, steal. Set.
Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Blue. Blaster, 6.
To throw, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slide blue. Ready?
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Yellow, blue striker. Claws red. Set.
Young now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And guy's man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First down. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
Here we go.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
12, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12.
Again, it's Burrow. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. One they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Eleven. 12. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, ready? 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. Stop.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
11. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens from 13 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Ready?
The Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
17.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock.
but there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
12. 11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT. That.
Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
12. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On one, right?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Drill, 52.
Young. That is caught. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Black shot. Smash. Red. Ready.
Young will set to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Drill green. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Young, he's going to change it up.
Green jack. Six. Mega.
Young now on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Fury, yellow. Rail, yellow. Hey, red.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I'm one, ready? 11, Thomas. 11. Sahan.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Here we go.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
11 MT. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Second and 10.
11, Thomas. Sahan.
Burrow will throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Light blue. Blue striker. Set.
It's Young on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Black shot. Smash red. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
White. Steel, black. Ready.
Here is Young. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Green Jack. 6, Mega. Black Ultra.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Red, yellow. Hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.